So yesterday's video was all about the figures of the year 2024 according to the data from my subscribers. But this video is my personal opinion. What were my top 5 releases for figure of the year 2024? Let's get started. Hi everyone and welcome to 1/6 Figure Focus, and you are watching video number 4 in the 12 Days of Christmas 2024 playlist. I do this every single year. I've done it in 2022, 2023, and I'm doing it for the 3rd year running in 2024. So for all the 12 Days of Christmas 2024, there'll be a video dropping at 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, midday East Coast, or 9 a.m. West Coast. So yeah, this is it. So yesterday, like I said, the video was Figure of the Year 2024. Now this might seem like the same video. It's not. There's definitely some overlap. But yesterday's video was all about figures of the year 2024, releases of the year 2024 as voted for from data from my own subscribers and people that watch my channel. This one here, these are just my top 5 figures. So these are all 1/6 scale figures that were released, not announced, released in 2024. Now what they have in common as well is that these are all figures I have in hand. Okay, because I didn't want to pick out figures. For example, INART Aragorn is not on my list. It's an amazing figure, but I don't have it in hand and it's not something I'm going to pick up. So there's definitely a lot of, subjectivity here. So these are things that they're great figures, but they're also things that I have that connection to as well. So they're my own personal top 5. So these are my own personal top 5 1/6 scale figures that not only released in 2024, that I actually picked up and had in hand. Now, a few honorable mentions just before we get started. Return of the Jedi C-3PO. People were screaming out for the longest time for an original trilogy golden C-3PO. Yes, we had the announcement of Attack of the Clones, a kind of a different version of it. I don't collect prequels, so I said, you know what, if they've done this, they had the molds, they're going to capitalize on that, they're inevitably going to give us original trilogy. A lot of people said, no, that's ridiculous, get the Attack of the Clones one, well you can, it's a silly move to wait, but look, here we are, and they've gone and they've done their Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary C-3PO. It's a beautiful figure. It's die cast. It weighs heavy. It feels like quality. It doesn't come with much. You get I think 6 hands in total. 2 that he has on. Then I think 2 other swap out pairs. Comes with Salacious Crumb and a little the pillow he sits on, and then a swap out faceplate that when you take off the faceplate, it has C-3PO's eye sticking out with all the wires and stuff like that I probably won't use. Just got this guy posed next to the original trilogy R2-D2 Deluxe that I actually worked backwards on and picked up. So yeah, it looks incredible. Nothing screams Star Wars more than 2 of these. They're just so iconic. Great figure, full of nostalgia and member berries. Die cast, very well built. Doesn't have much articulation, but let's face it, Anthony Daniels did not have, he had little or no articulation in his suit anyway. So yeah, what you expect. Yeah, so definitely worth a mention. Incredible figure. Lights up as well in the eyes. I must see if I can get a fusion reactors for that. Apologies for quick interruption to this video. If you're watching this video right now, hit the like button and more importantly, hit the subscribe button. It really helps me grow the channel and the support is greatly appreciated. Back to the video. Okay, another honorable mention. The Kenobi Vader. The Kenobi Vader is an incredible figure. I bought 2 Vaders this year, but there was only space for one. I had to make a tough call and I sold this figure. And I sold this figure because I wanted one Vader. They were competing for space. I knew I could use my collection to fund my collection, but it was the only time I sold the figure going, I'm not sure if I made the right decision. I could end up buying it back, who knows. This figure is incredible. Not only if do you get the broken helmet from that, it is a pretty iconic scene now, I think, between the 2 boys. The broken battle damaged helmet revealing the likeness of Hayden Christensen. It's probably insulting to Hayden Christensen given how heavily battle damaged and scarred up this guy and how pale this guy is, and the Sith eye as well. That eye rolls as well. If you get the deluxe version, you get a clean helmet that's unbattle damaged. Same, a clean chest box that is unbattle damaged, and you can flip the cape as well between, I think, regular and there's a tear, and I think there's a tear in the cape or something like that. So you can, one side is a tear and one side doesn't. The chest box lights up, the belt boxes light up, and it's a USB saber, albeit they're not actually great, but definitely worthy of this. I think I'm being a bit biased here because there's another Vader on my top 5. You know what it is, but I think there's a bit of bias there. They're neck and neck, but I'm never going to choose the Kenobi Vader over the original trilogy Vader. But at the same time, if you take all the source material out of it, there's definitely an argument who said that the Kenobi Vader is better, and there's definitely an argument who said that the Return of the Jedi Vader is better. Anyway, so there are 2 honorable mentions. let's get into the top 5. So my top 5, my fifth, coming in at number 5, this would be the HotToys 1/6 scale, obviously, red and blue final swing suit from Spider-Man No Way Home, and of course it's based on the likeness of Tom Holland. Incredible figure, beautiful, vibrant red and blue. Okay, the blue is shiny, but look, it's screen accurate. That's the way it appeared at the end of No Way Home during the final swing scene. It's a very kind of reminiscent of a classic look for Spider-Man if it wasn't for the shiny blue. But look, the shiny blue is the way it was in the movie, and that's the way I like it. The snow base is incredible. The articulation is pretty good, but like all Spider-Mans, you know, if you leave it in a dynamic pose for a long period of time, you're going to be subjected to wrinkle and stuff, and it mightn't actually bounce back. The likeness to Tom Holland is incredible. I love the way you have a version of the mask you can just hold onto. The sculpted hair is great. You got the separate rolling eyeballs function. I think they've really nailed the look, and of course they fixed that collar piece as well. So look, don't have much more to say about this one. It's an incredible Spider-Man figure. So yeah, if you were looking for Spider-Man, you want a kind of a classic look, and you like Tom Holland, this could be the one for you. Coming in at number 4, like this, it's just a great figure. I'm a big Deadpool fan. I love the first 2 movies and absolutely love Deadpool and Wolverine. It's not a perfect movie. The storyline could have been better. My head said it's a 4-star movie, but my heart said 5-star. I love watching it. I love rewatching it. I love the chemistry between Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. The fact that he's coming back again, the fact that he's coming back in a Deadpool movie. Action scenes are incredible. The charisma and the chemistry between the two boys. Some very, very good acting as well. And of course, some funny scenes as well. But yeah, those action scenes, specifically the first time they fight with AC/DC Hell's Bells playing, incredible. Anyway, this figure, what's good about it? I have the Deadpool 2 version, and I always felt that the shoulders were a little broad and the legs were a little skinny. Wasn't anatomically correct, whereas this looks like Ryan Reynolds did in the suit. It's great. I've seen like multiple videos of this. I've done some myself on my YouTube channel for the shorts of like, you know, him recreating the bye 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 dancing scene and stuff like that, you know, with that pose with his hands behind his back, you know, slightly off to the side, you know, the one. So just further down there. Yeah, so I love the color as well. I originally liked the darker wine color of Deadpool 1 and 2, but this brighter color, the more vibrant color, is really, really warming, growing on me. And I also think that this would really pop next to that yellow and blue Wolverine when it inevitably gets released. So this is incredible. Really, really happy with it. And that's yeah. Also, it comes with dog pool. It comes with a baby pool as well. Never going to use the baby pool with the I don't know, whatever call that attachment for the baby at the front, because it never happened in the movie. But yeah, it's nice having dog pool included there as well, because it was kind of, you know, part of the movie. Coming in at number 3, I told you there's going to be a Vader on this. This figure is incredible. I'm delighted that I could get it. The likeness to Sebastian Shaw is incredible. Just with the kind of the way he was done up in the makeup, with the pale skin and the scar underneath his left eye and on his head, and the bags under the eyes and the kind of redness in the eyes. Separate rolling eyeballs function as well. The control panel not only lights up, but the 3 different rectangular red slots, they blink. And sometimes they're all on, sometimes one of them's on, sometimes 2 of them on. And I love that it blinks as well, not just lights up. The 2 belt boxes light up. This does come with a USB powered saber. However, I don't think HotToys sabers are good at all. I think they're terrible. But look, I'm glad it's a step in the right direction. I have this posed with a Neo LED. And of course, you can swap it out and put on the helmet. It comes with 2 bases. One kind of like a stair base that I can't use, and another one that I have posed. It's a light up base. It glows red, which I have Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett on top of it, simply because I'm restricted by the heights of the IKEA Leledens. That's how I display my figures, and Vader's a particularly tall figure, so I could put him in with the certain bases, but there's very little clearance between the top of his head or helmet and the next shelf. So I have him on his own there with the Neo LED saber. Very like this, only he's holding the saber, even though it's not screen accurate. But yeah, also comes with the that kind of 3 different sculpts really. The head sculpt, the normal helmet, and then the light up helmet with the electricity effects, which it's kind of cool, a bit of a gimmick, but yeah, incredible figure. I'm glad to have a Vader in my collection finally. Coming in at number 2. This is one I have in hand, but I haven't actually unboxed it, but I think this is incredible. All the reviews and photos I've seen for this, I love the look of the suit. The suit has really grown on me. I did not like the suit the first time I saw it, but then I saw the movie and it grew on me, and then I saw the HotToys version and then the INART version, this, and appreciate the details on the homemade look for the suit a bit more. I know how homemade it is, but yeah, I really love the proportion on this. I love the detailing on the suit. I like, from what I've seen, the articulation looks good. I love the accessories. I like the likeness to Robert Pattinson with the cowl, the running eyeballs function, and of course I'm gone for the rooted one. So I actually really like the look of the unmasked rooted sculpt on this. But yeah, stay tuned for the review. So just to recap on that before, you know what my number one is. You know, from following the channel, you know what it is. So coming in at number 5, the HotToys red and blue final swing suit from Spider-Man No Way Home. Coming in at number 4, the Deadpool from Deadpool and Wolverine. Coming in at number 3, the Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary, Darth Vader. And coming in at number 2, the INART, this is the rooted single pack. So the INART Batman rooted single pack. But coming in at number 1, my figure of the year for 2024, the best figure I think that was released in 2024 and that I have in hand. It's the HotToys 1/6 scale Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. What can I say? Just coincidentally, this received 13 votes, and this is my own personal opinion, but yesterday's videos were based on data from the channel, and this only beat the Artisan Joker by 1 vote, and I was entitled to a vote actually, and I was the first to vote, not the last, just in case you're wondering. Incredible head sculpt. Great details on the mask and the head with the wrinkles and the pockmarks and the lines in the head and all that kind of stuff, and scarring and all that. Separate rolling eyeballs function. The body's a star of the show here. Seamless body, absolute hulking body with the traps, the shoulders, the definition in the shoulders and the biceps, the kind of scarring on part of the body, the scar on the back, the tactical vest. Comes with 2 different coats, the sheepskin coat and the other kind of more I know I call it the Paris Fashion Week look that he's on the roof when Batman is fighting Catwoman. And yeah, incredible figure. You got the base as well. Yeah, it's just a beautiful figure. So yeah, that was my with the exception of the wrist, the seam on the left wrist there. That's the jacket I was telling you about. That looks incredible. Yeah, it comes with the 2 different jackets. So the only drawbacks, the only negative things about this figure, I would say, is the seam on the left wrist. Now it can be posed away better than these photos suggest. The modular base as well, you can pose it with the backdrop, or you can lose the backdrop and you can move up that base up and down. You got the broken cowl as well, it's a nice touch. The only other thing I don't like about this figure is that there's no ankle articulation. That's a terrible shot. That's very WWE, and that joint. No, love the coat as well. So yeah, that's it. So well, look, we're back. Like I said, every single day of the 12 days of Christmas 2024, there'll be a new video dropping at 5 PM Greenwich Mean Time. So that's the end of the video, folks. If you want to support the channel, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Let me know what was your top 5 released 6 scale figures of this year. Consider becoming a channel member. You can also follow me on Instagram and on X. That's it. That's the end of the video. Good luck.